in the hostage situation, it was very important that those beings be given perfection of their stellated tips in their physical. Then in the second silent retreat, I discovered that the physical polyhedron was surrounded by a soul polyhedron, 120 faceted big soccer ball. And that this was the exact same geometry that I had seen many years ago when I saw the cosmos being made, and it was explained to me by a group of star beings in Kent that took me in the night on their craft and demonstrated what was called dynamic geometry. I just called it that. And when I woke up in the morning, I was levitating above my bed. They gave me that geometry years ago. You have that geometry. And the 120 faceted polyhedron is stationary, and due to resistance to life, the 144, the physical one, which is masculine and related to mind, spins. So you have a very rapid movement. In the second silent retreat, the goal was, and it was hard for some, but to get it still, so that I could create an explosion of violet light and white light and push it out gently into its feminine, so that the sacred marriage of the inner masculine and feminine could take place, bringing enormous peace. It's like coming home to yourself. So what makes it spin, what started it spinning, is resistance to life. And we recognized that resistance to life came in the form of guilt. There was a feeling like I must have done something wrong to be a separate being. I was in oneness with the infinite, and all of a sudden I'm individuated. Did I do something wrong? Wrong and right. The old duality that split guilt and innocence. And so this week also you worked on areas of guilt. Do you have guilt about eating? Do you have guilt about spending money, about how you raised your kids, about how you treated somebody? Guilt. Well, the goal for the second part was to get that still and to expand. And when it merged with its feminine, when body and soul merged, a most extraordinary event happened. And it's only part of the second level resurrection. And there isn't anybody. There isn't any part of the gods or humanity on earth that is higher than the second level resurrection. And this is new. So the second level resurrection pertains to a resurrection of the soul. First level is of the body. And the second resurrection level is the resurrection of the soul. Your soul is what dreams at night. It's your dream body. It also is where you live primarily from if somebody out there were to choose to die. That would be their soul. So the first thing that happens when they merge is the resurrection of the soul. The second thing that happens is such a gift. It is an extraordinary alchemy. Alchemy is when you add two things together and it creates something much greater than its parts. Lead plus something makes gold. So when they merge, when he ceases to resist life, you release all guilt. She ceases to be suspicious of him. And now he's going to injure me, protectiveness. When that merging happens, it births a magenta light. I keep wanting to say fuchsia, and the angels keep saying, no, magenta. So I'm just going to stick with magenta. I'm not quite sure what the difference is. I think Magenta perhaps has a bit more purple in it. So it births a field of magenta light. And the field of magenta light is self-purifying. And as long as they stay in this union, I'm going to see how to keep them there, because her facets have been fixed. I did it for you the second day. His facets have been fixed. When two whole pieces come together, there is a stable union. You know, humanity makes couples based on, I'm imperfect, you're imperfect, but you've got my strong suits that I don't have, and vice versa. So we make a whole when we're together. Two halves actually don't make a whole. It's two wholes. When they merge, it's stable.